There are still so many questions that you've never answered.
People want to know, were you a hero or an accomplice?
So many people are excited for this movie because they are huge fans of the books. Is there a different level of pressure on you because you are trying to live up to the book for the fans?
No, because you're never gonna make everybody happy. There's
Right.
there's no version of this that's gonna appease everyone, ever. But no, I think that everybody who loved the book is gonna have Anya on a pedestal that I'll never achieve.
There's this moment in the film when Tiffany is younger. She sees this woman on the streets of New York who just exudes strength and beauty, and she decides that's who she wants to be when she is older. When you were a teenager, what did you envision for your future?
To me, the idea of owning a car and owning a house or having some sort of my own place and being able to pay my bills and having a dog, I was like, that's it. That's like the pinnacle of success, right?
The dog, yes.
As far as like emulation of person that exuded that sort of confidence and had an outlook on life that I admired, I did. I had a woman who's my manager today, it's Cami Curtis. Her mom was my manager, and then Cami became partners with her mom. But her mom, Susan, was like a second mom to me. And Cami was this older sister, for the lack of a better example, who's, since become my closest friend, but that I was like, wow, the confidence, the ease, the accessibility, the way that she looked at life was infectious to me. And I wanted to always be able to look at life with happiness and joy and never to get to a place where I'm jaded. Like, she just always was like, wow, look at that. Those flowers are beautiful. And I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, they are. I guess they're really pretty.
This film, of course, deals with two very heavy subjects, sexual assault and school shootings. Is there a message that you want the audience to take away?
I think both those subject matters are incredibly complicated. Each one independently is incredibly complicated, and we try to tackle both in one. But I think that when you watch the film as a whole, it's not there for shock value. It's not there for anything other than to tell a story and to keep the story grounded and to help you understand the why, which is what makes this entire story incredibly fascinating, is figuring out the why. That is the whole mystery. And this is just one of the extra puzzle pieces that helps you.
Is there a specific message that you hope the audience will take away from this film?
I think that ignoring the problem and pretending like it doesn't happen doesn't make it go away. So hopefully in a film that people can also, be entertained by and enjoy, it can bring more conversations and hopefully make an impact and some change in the world that we're living in today.
When you first released the novel, you chose to keep the fact that it was partly based on your true story a secret, but you later decided to open up about it. Why?
Writing it as fiction, I can see that I was terrified to come out with my story as myself. And I can very clearly remember thinking, I'll write it exactly as it happened, I'll put it in fiction, and I'll let the world decide if it was assault. Because when I was growing up, I was told that it wasn't, that I had participated in it because I was drunk, because I was at a party, because I liked one of the boys. And hearing from so many women over the year that the book came out at events, telling me what that story meant to them, using terms like, well, after the character's rape, and it was truly the most, people didn't know what they were doing for me because they were using words that no one would use at the time it happened. And that's what gave me the courage to come forward and write the essay.
And that essay actually forms part of the end of the film. So that essay, the reaction to the essay is the new ending to the movie.
Sexual assault, gun violence, school shootings, they are all very heavy, serious, sensitive topics. Unfortunately, way too common in real life. What was the approach that you took to direct this film?
How did I approach it? With care and caution. There's two different things going on in the film. One is Jessica's story, which is real, and then the other one is the school shooting, which is a device Jessica used in the book in order to show the different effects of trauma. And so it was about sort of how to make those feel cohesive. I essentially feel that there's an empathy between all of the characters, so you actually understand why this has happened, because I think it's very easy to draw one conclusion, and we wanted to make it a little bit more complex than that.
I carried this horrible thing with me alone for years, and it has built up this rage inside of me.
Honey, get out!
Don't touch me!